What's going on, guys? It's your boy John, the Liquidator, coming back with a major story. So it looked like Caitlin Clark could be definitely signing with Project B. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. I am here to tell you, man, a lot of people were sending me stuff about this whole Kelsey Mitchell following them, and guys, a lot of that stuff be clickbait, not really my cup of tea. What do I tell you? I want to give you news you could use. That's the motto for 2026. News you can use. I'm not just for the...
The seismic shift occurred just now. The unquestionable face of basketball, Caitlin Clark, is apparently about to make the biggest decision of her career, shocking the WNBA and the entire sports world. According to sources, the co-founder of the contentious B-League business, which has received unprecedented global funding, has purposefully included Clark in his inner circle of people who are closely watched on social media. This isn't just conjecture. It's a meticulously calculated action, a digital handshake that conveys words. The silent game of chess has started, and no one really knows when the pieces will align for an exit thought was feasible, permanently altering the professional sports environment for women. It's not a rumor. It's the calm before the storm.
Project B was going to be the tide to lift all boats when it comes to women's basketball. Similar to how Caitlin Clark was. When Caitlin Clark came, it was a big splash. That's how this Project B is about to be. It's about to be a splash so big. It's going to fix the Caitlin Clark pipe. It's going to fix the women's basketball because the interest is there. It's just not entertaining to watch. And what is one of the main things that can fix entertainment? The bag, the money. What motivates you to get up and do what you do every day? If that's going to work or doing anything, it's the money and it's the passion for what you're doing. You gotta have passion, and the money definitely.
This isn't about casual follows or haphazard likes. This is a serious business play. Project B's CEO and co-founder, Greg Barnett, isn't just an online celebrity seeking influence. He is a powerful businessman and power broker, and industry insiders closely monitor every digital move he makes. Barnett indicates a purpose and a strategic interest that goes well beyond ordinary social media interaction when he follows someone, particularly someone of Clark's stature. This degree of carefully chosen attention from a person of his caliber suggests an urgent objective. We are discussing a man who has the power to practically change entire leagues, and he has his sights set on the biggest name in the sport.
It's basketball because the interest is there. It's just not entertaining to watch. And what is one of the main things that can fix entertainment? The bag, the money. What motivates you to get up and do what you do every day? If that's going to work or doing anything, it's the money and it's the passion for what you're doing. You gotta have passion, and the money definitely gotta be right. Here's why everybody's in the position that they're in today or doing whatever job that they do for a living. It's the passion for what you're doing, and it's the bag. You got to have the bag right. Because if your bag ain't right and you doing something just out of love, I don't know, you might want to get checked out. I just got to keep it real.
The digital breadcrumbs take you straight to Clark. Notably, Barnett adheres to a meticulously selected list of slightly more than 120 accounts inside that select group. Caitlin Clark, a fresh arrival, stands out. However, the journey doesn't end there. In addition, he is monitoring the Caitlin Clark Foundation, demonstrating his interest in more than simply her athletic ability and suggesting a more comprehensive collaboration. This isn't just a passing interest. It delves deeply into her ecosystem, influence, and brand. A league co-founder's deliberate, targeted involvement says a lot about their approach and who they think is the key to achieving their global goals. It's an obvious indication of serious intent, an action intended to draw attention and spark debate within the league.
What is this? What is this? What is this? Now, he stated one of the co-founders of the new league is following Caitlin Clark. See the pictures below. This is interesting. So I'm like, let me see. Let me head on over here to to Instagram. So I noticed. I said, Grady Barnett. Who's this guy? Project B co-founder. He's only followed by, he's followed by Project B Global. No one in the WNBA is following this guy. But who is he?
However, as more well-known figures show up on Barnett's exclusive follow list, the plot becomes more complex. In addition to Clark, WNBA players Joel Lloyd and Sophie Cunningham have also drawn his attention online. Barnett's carefully curated social network became even more intriguing when Lloyd, in particular, saw an announcement about her own predicament just yesterday. This isn't a coincidence. It implies a planned approach and organized outreach to bring in a number of well-known players who can boost and legitimize this new league. The following pattern is too purposeful and persistent to be a coincidence, suggesting a more comprehensive recruitment strategy aimed at transforming women's basketball.
No one in the WNBA is following this guy. But who is he following? And as we pull up his following list, let me blow this all the way up for you guys here. I see Caitlin Clark. Hold on. Now, mind you, Grady is only following 1,200 people. I see Sophie Cunningham. I see Caitlin Clark Foundation. Project B. Oh, yes. He's not just following.
According to several insiders, the one-sided nature of these digital contacts is what makes this situation even more unsettling. Barnett actively follows Cunningham and Clark, but neither player has followed back. Neither Clark nor Sophie are going to follow him back. This isn't always a sign of indifference. Alternatively, it might be a pre-contractual quiet intended to influence the story or preserve deniability until an official announcement. Such deliberate disengagement, particularly from athletes with existing contracts, suggests that delicate talks are still taking place behind closed doors and out of the public eye. The huge stakes associated with these possible agreements are confirmed by the quiet that screams volumes.
I see Sophie Cunningham. I see Caitlin Clark Foundation. Project B. Oh, yes. He's not just following. He's not just... This is serious business here, bro. And Caitlin Clark is a recent follow. See, this is a recent. These two are recent, bro. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Joel Lloyd. Now, her side.
There is much more to Project B than just another basketball league. It is being marketed as the ultimate game changer for women's basketball, emulating Caitlin Clark's own revolutionary influence on collegiate basketball. According to insiders, its goal is to address the present entertainment gap in the sport. The claim is that although interest in women's basketball has increased, the professional product hasn't continuously benefited from this growth. Project B promises a radical change in how the sport is viewed and enjoyed by adding unmatched entertainment value and turning the game into a spectacle that enthralls spectators worldwide. There is more to this than just games. It involves a total cultural transformation.
What about Saudi Arabia? But all these different set things, I'm here to tell you, I believe not only Caitlin is going to sign, Sophie is going to sign as well. Sophie is going to sign as well. Now, Caitlin Clark, I didn't check to see is Caitlin Clark following him. Let's see. Let's see who's following him. There I go, following him. Let's check Caitlin. No, Caitlin's not following him. Let's do Sophie.
The motivation behind the ambitious goals of Project B. To be honest, there is just one unquestionable aspect that influences an athlete's decision to quit: money. Passion for the game isn't the only factor here. It has to do with the enormous cash bag that is being offered. The league is aware that in order to draw in the best players in the world and genuinely improve women's basketball, the pay must be completely alluring and transformative. Even the most ardent athlete might hesitate in the absence of an enormous financial incentive. According to reports, Project B is prepared to give contracts that much exceed existing WNBA salaries, establishing a new standard for professional women's sports and making it nearly impossible for elite players to turn down their generous offers.
Oh, guys, this is looking spooky. I can't even lie. It's definitely looking spooky, man. Yeah. I think Kayla might be finna get that bag. And what's going to be more interesting about this is, let's say that this is true and she is about to sign to not Unrivaled, Project B. See, they need to hurry up and announce Caitlin Clark signing, because if they announce Caitlin Clark signing early, guess what that's going to do? That's going to catapult all of the other WNBA players to want to sign. Every big player. Diana Taurasi could come out of retirement. Sue Bird might come out of retirement.
According to the rumors, Project B's financial might is so great that it might cause an unprecedented departure from current colleagues. Imagine a situation when elite WNBA players, who now make far less than their male counterparts, receive offers that are too good to turn down. There would be more than a few players involved. It might be a complete change, a major surrender of women's basketball talent. The possibility of such a significant wage increase would completely change the possibilities for female athletes, giving them access to previously unthinkable financial stability and career options. This is more than a league. It has the potential to completely change career paths and bring about a revolution in player economics. The effects of a Caitlin Clark signing in particular cannot be emphasized enough. If she took the risk, Project B would be immediately legitimized in a way that no other player could. Even WNBA players who are getting close to retirement would be enticed to seriously explore the new league's offers by her star power alone. A ripple becomes a larger wave, creating a domino effect. With Clark at the forefront, the floodgates might flow, producing an unparalleled talent pool that would turn Project B into an overnight sensation. There are multiple players involved in this strategic action. It's about drawing in a whole generation of athletes with her unmatched influence. Beyond the present WNBA stars, Project B's substantial financial resources have a far-reaching impact. There is a lot regarding rumors that renowned athletes who have long since retired, such as Sue Bird, would really contemplate making a surprise return. Even the most seasoned veterans may be persuaded to leave retirement by the size of the financial incentives available, demonstrating that the opportunity is simply too great to pass up. Imagine the buzz, the nostalgia, and the pure skill these returning icons would bring. It's not only about young talent. It's about uniting all of the greatest basketball players from the past and present under a single, well-funded banner. Furthermore, the aspirations extend beyond women's basketball. According to reports, one of Project B's long-term goals is to create a men's league that would entice former NBA players to return to the court. Imagine the spectacle of well-known male athletes who were supposed to be done coming back for a final, huge salary, and the opportunity to compete in a novel format. The financial ramifications are enormous, suggesting a multi-billion-dollar business that has the potential to completely transform professional basketball worldwide. This is more than just a substitute. It's a capital-driven parallel universe of possibility intended to draw unmatched talent from all facets of the sport, building a dual-gender sports empire. Project B's main argument is that, despite its undeniable and increasing popularity, women's basketball currently lacks consistent entertainment value. They contend that although there is a passion for the game, the overall spectacle and presentation haven't kept up. This new league aims to close that gap by offering a continuously engaging, competitive experience. They feel that the current WNBA model isn't providing the steady splash required to fully capitalize on its rising popularity, and Project B is positioned to offer that thrilling must-watch alternative. The show is meant to captivate spectators worldwide. Another crucial strategic step is when to make an official announcement about Caitlin Clark's possible relocation. According to insiders, if Project B confirms her early signing, there will be an instantaneous, intense buzz that will virtually instantly legitimize the league in the eyes of players, spectators, and the media. This early disclosure would generate a wave of media, functioning as a tremendous spark for promotion. It would essentially set the market and encourage others to follow suit before the most lucrative possibilities are taken up, indicating to every other elite player that Project B is a real, well-funded challenger. Clark is the ultimate pride in this fight against time. There is a clear difference between Project B's strategy and conventional sports media. Project B's strategic recruitment is based on concrete, high-stakes choices that will actually affect careers and the sport's future, in contrast to many platforms that pursue ephemeral clickbait. For a minute, this isn't about dramatic headlines. It's about providing news that you can utilize, specific details that indicate a significant change. The co-founder's activities were severe, and his deliberate digital footprint highlights the gravity of Project B's aim and execution in the international sports arena, standing in stark contrast to the internet's frequently superficial material churn. Those involved in the conversations have described the anxiety that permeates the entire situation as eerie. An atmosphere of intrigue and high-stakes maneuvering is created by a number of factors, including the eerie silence before a huge storm, the feeling that something monumental is building just beneath the surface, selective information leaks, biased social media followings, and the enormous financial stakes. This isn't a usual contract negotiation. It seems like a carefully thought-out covert operation that is going to publish a paradigm change that few people in the traditional basketball world are ready to face or even really understand. According to rumors, Caitlin Clark is being offered an enormous sum of money. A purse this size has the potential to drastically change not only her career, but also the financial ceiling for all subsequent female athletes. It's more than just a pay increase. It's a statement of worth, a claim that women's professional sports should receive the same substantial funding as their male counterparts. Project B is aware that in order to genuinely upend the existing quo and draw in the greatest talent, they must provide an unparalleled degree of remuneration, changing the basic women's basketball economics. This is about power and prestige, not just money. This is more of a strategic takeover than a straightforward contract discussion. The goal of Project B is not to collaborate with current colleagues. The ultimate destination for exceptional talent, it seeks to become the dominant force. They are aggressively trying to establish themselves as unmatched and position their league as the top option by focusing on players like Clark and providing unmatched cash incentives. Their goals go beyond just packing stadia. It's about huge endorsements, international television contracts, and a total reimagining of what a professional women's sports league can accomplish. One financial brick at a time, they are building a dynasty. The narrative implies that the solution is underway. A statement that suggests these high-profile signings, particularly Clark, are already underway. This is neither a wish nor a hope. It is portrayed as a nearly certain result. A well-developed strategy plan. The co-founders' purposeful activities, the pattern of followers, and Project B's overarching goal all indicate a carefully planned plan intended to land the top names in women's basketball. In anticipation of a formal announcement that will rock the sports world, the clues are too obvious and the plan is too targeted to be anything other than a certainty. Redefining the international norm for professional women's athletics. Project B seeks to establish a new standard for the appreciation, remuneration, and promotion of female athletes. They are not merely signing a player when they draw players like Caitlin Clark. They are expressing themselves. They think their investment will change everything, making women's basketball a worldwide entertainment juggernaut that can compete with any other sport in terms of audience, income, and prestige. There is more to this than merely competing. The goal is to totally transform the sector from the ground up, raising the bar for everyone. One reality thus emerges as the digital tea leaves continue to unfold. Both Caitlin Clark's future and the future of women's basketball are in danger of drastically changing. The proof the question is no longer whether such a shift is possible, but rather when the official announcement will confirm what the digital trail already suggests. This isn't just a player switching teams, it's a sport on the verge of its greatest evolution yet. Get ready because the game is about to change forever. This is a subtle but undeniable indication of a calculated move away from the established order towards a revolutionary, financially fortified new frontier.